Where am I? I'm about there. G'day. Setting up for a live painting here. Something I can do a bit live. Okay. So do bear with me. Some of you understand what's involved in setting up a live and some of you might not, and those of you who don't, I'm just going to my video platform on YouTube so I can bring up the screen and acknowledge your chats. There we go, there it is there. So I'm just bringing it up there. I've got to mute the sound. So I'll mute that. See, now I can see Anne. G'day Anne from Southern Illinois. Now I'm going to move this across to the other monitor there so I can see. I'll go back to that monitor. Rosemary. Hello Rosemary. What's going on here? Just let me set it in. G'day Anthony. Just going to do a painting today. Now, Barbara Mendez sent me a photo a while back and said she'd like to see me do this painting. I asked whose photo it was and she said it's her photograph, so that's great. And so we're going to paint a boat today, something quite effective but easy. It's it's one of those paintings I feel less is more, and it gives you that sense of, you know what I mean, sense of wow, but there's not much there to wow at. You all right? Oh, my mic plugged in. Everything okay? Hear me okay? Not too much glare. Grayscale, 11 p.m. here. Robin Beck, g'day Robin Beck. Ange Young, g'day. All right, I'm only using a small canvas today because it's a live painting. And when I'm a full-blown black belt at live paintings, I'll go to bigger canvases. But at least they're a smaller size to attack and achieve. Now I've just grabbed some paints that I thought looked similar to her photograph. So I'm adding my own flavours. Some might be close and some might not. I've got a coffee. There it is, right away over here. A bloody big cup of coffee. Need a big cup of coffee. I shouldn't do that near the microphone. It sounds like a greedy little grub scoffing his food down. See and hear you fine. Thank you very much. G'day from Geraldton, Barry Radburn. G'day Barry Radburn. You're a regular viewer on my shows and I'm so glad for that. Someone up north from me. It's about 4 hours drive in a car from Perth north. Those of you who don't know where Geraldton is. Good holiday destination in the west of Australia. All right. I've got some paints that I thought I would use. So come on over here. I'll show you what I've got. Okay, so I'm picking some blue for the boat, some yellow oxide for some reflections in the water, some grey and whites for the actual colour layout of the painting. I want a pinky glare within the middle of the painting, so I've just got this skin colour, or you can get a bit of red and mix with white to get some colour like that. And what have I got here? Oh, and some black. Is that black? Yes, because I need some black within the boat. I'll just show you her photograph, which is there. Let's zoom in a bit. There we go. So that blue boat is going to pop. I'm going to, for the art's sake, bring it in a bit here. This bird can be anywhere he wants because he's a bird flying around 3 spiritly. And I don't know if you can see it, but I've got there's some pink in the sky there. Well, I can't see it, but I want that there. And I want some yellow oxide shimmering on the water there like that. Okay, so we're going to zoom back out. All right. So this is an unscheduled live show I'm doing. I wasn't planning to come live, but I knew I wanted to come live this week. So I've got the opportunity now while I'm not working. I worked very hard yesterday. Okay, so let's get started. So first I want to prep my canvas. There's not too much blending here. I'm not even going to use retarder in this painting, okay? So it's not like all my paintings need it. So I've got me little 2-inch cheap plastic handled nylon synthetic bristles on the brush, just a couple of bucks from the hardware store. And I'm going to pick up the flowing structured poster craft student paint here. See how soft it is? It's very soft. I want to just get that onto here for the sky first. So I'll get the sky half done. We can do the bottom half later. Or what can I do? Yeah, I want the sky half done first because I want to do something and layer the water over it to set something backwards and forwards from each other. Okay, that is done. Too easy. Okay, now those colours that I've picked up down here, I'll leave that there. I'm going to use a flat brush to crisscross colours into the painting there. Now, I will have some titanium white. Look at me whites. They're getting very less and less, so I'm going to have to go down to my art supply, go and buy some more paints before I do another video. Right, so I've got the white, and I want to use this skin tone, which is pretty much a pale pink in my eyes. And we could probably get some yellow oxide. I'm just thinking to darken up the corners of the sky. So I've got some yellow oxide. Is that yellow oxide or, yep, that's yellow oxide. I'll put the colours in the links in the description below after this painting's done. So I want to pretty much get this. Now we don't want it too loud in the sky. So I'm going to pick up some of the flowing white and I'm just mixing it down, muting it down. That'll do it. And I feel I want this stuff within the sky there like that. I'm coming across, I pretty much want a band of it within the middle of the sky, picking up some more of just a straight now, crisscrossing it. I'm crisscrossing it. Look how that works on a linen artist quality canvas. It's beautiful. Okay, now I will wash that brush because I want to use the same brush. Okay, and I want to get just some titanium white. So that's washed. I want to get some titanium white from the tube, which is down here, and give the sky some grunt, some body, some thickness. So, shared to the group page. Thank you very much, Ange. Hello, Pat Hutchinson. Oh, she's going to bed. Now I want to get this white and bring some of the white over that background there, because when I add the darker corners as well, put some of that in there. Okay, I'll grab one of my blending brushes, and before this gets a bit too dry, I'll blend it. Now see, that flow paint I put under there has allowed that to stay a little bit damp. Okay, it hasn't dried up very quick. Now I'm going to be able to blend this like a champion and get these colours pretty much looking like they're airbrushed, okay? So I'm just dancing it on and off, doing little kicks and sweeps. You know, like when you're in the schoolyard and you don't know what to do, you got your hands behind your back and you're kicking and sweeping your foot in front of you and you don't know what to do. That's the sort of what I'm doing with this brush here. Okay, and that looks quite nice in real life. There we go. Now, like I said, I want to, excuse me, I want to darken up the corners. So I'm going to use the yellow oxide. Hang on a minute, I'll just see if Reese is out there. Hey Reese! Reese! That boy's deaf, eh? I just needed a bottle of water. Anyway, not to worry, hopefully he heard that and he'll come later. All right, so I want to grab up some of this yellow oxide just to darken up my corners. And I'm only using this 1/2 inch flat. I feel that's all right for this sort of painting. So I want to maybe darken up the sky here. Oh, that's looking beautiful. Darken up the sky here. And maybe, I'm looking at it artistically and might put a scoot of a scurry right across there just like that. All right, scoot and a scurry. So let's lay that down there in case I still need it. I'm grabbing that same blending brush, wiping it, and I want to blend that scoot and scurry out into the middle of the painting just to give it some values of darkness and other whatever's in the corner there. I've got to make sure there's nothing here because my brush always picks it up. And it's annoying at times, but not all paintings can be perfect. All right, we'll get that scoot and a scurry blended into the sky there like that. It's just some sort of darker element up the top and on the edge there. And I've got that pink. Now you can go on and on and on with a moon in here, a glaring sun, some clouds. But like I said, less is best. So I'm keeping this less is best. Okay. Just so you get an idea. I can see a hair there. He's going to have to stay there because, well, hang on a minute. I might be able to get him out with me pointy knife. Come on, you little dog. Ah, did I get it? I'll put my glasses on so I can see. No, it's still there. Come on, get out of there, you. Oh, now I'm making a dog's breakfast out of the painting. That's a good thing about this though. Where's my blending brush? I'll just blend that back so it doesn't look all munted up. There we go, you wouldn't even know. All right, now the horizon line is here. I don't know if you can see my pencil line there. I just scooted in a bit of a horizon line and I want a bit of darkness out there. What do we got there? Hello, Miss Cora. Patricia Lewis. Hi, good to see you too. Thank you very much. Pat Hutchinson. I have watched this posted video for the first time in my lifetime live. Enjoying it. Thank you very much. And don't forget, people, this is a super chat. You're able to send donations on that $sign down below there. That supports my content. The people that do that, they're the sort of people that watch me and go, you know what, Ian, I like what you're doing. Here's a couple of bob. That's all it is. Now I'm going to get the black. So let's come down to here like that. Okay, move my glasses out the way like that. Now we got some black there. Yeah, that's the black. One of my good friends, Angel Jackson, sent me a paint set. And I've still got some left over. So thank you very much, Angel Jackson. A lot of you know her as Yamaha. Now this could be grey, so instead of putting just black, I'm going to go, I like to buy grey in a tube. This is toning grey mid. You can get different tones of grey. And if you think you're going to use those colours, they're the ones you buy. Okay, now I want to get that grey maybe a little bit darker. Oh, you're there, here you go. You heard me yell, did you? Can you grab me a bottle of water out of the back of my ute? Yeah, okay, so now I'm darkening up some of this grey, and if I feel, a bit too dark, grab a bit of white or a bit of flow white and lighten it up a bit. But I'm trying to find the right value that I want, which I think's there. Thank you very much, Angela Young. She just sent in a donation. Okay, now my horizon line is there. I can see it. Whether you can or not, I don't know. Can you open it for me and just put it up there? Now what I want to do is I want to stamp along and just get this ibbly dibbly into that white. I'll go a bit, what's the matter, don't you know where to put it? Just anywhere. See, what I'll do just that little bit first. I'll grab another blending brush because I want that sort of scurried up like that, like scurry it. So let's see if that'll work. Yep, beautiful, exactly what I want. I'm scurrying it up. And I'm glad I didn't go all the way across because I don't have retarder in here and it would have dried on me and you'll see a hard edge under that. But I just want this scurried up bit. That's beautiful. So I'll grab a bit more now. And now I know that I've done that, I'm going to come across a bit more, ease up and scurry up. Scurry it up, scurry it up. Just very faintly, nothing bold. Okay, a bit more, scurrying along, and do the same again. So unfortunately with the lives I can't edit out all the boring bits, so you're stuck with those. Now I'm going to have the boat there, so I don't need too much detail behind the boat. Okay, I'll get this scurried up there. Scurried up, scurried up, scurried up. Okay, that's fine. Now, Moz Jackson, g'day Moz Jackson. I'm just going to pick up some of the black now. And I want to easily darken the very bottom of that scurried up horizon line there, okay? What have we got there? 47 people. So I'm going to use my straight stick, my level stick, my bullshit stick, whatever stick you want to call it. And ease up, boy. And we want to go straight. There we go. This is that's there. I'm just wiping that. And I want to get that, if I can, just teased up into that grey now, just like that. So I'm using this, and this is just creating a bit more depth. So when I put the water in front of this, you'll see what's happening, all right? I'm just going from the photo, I'm making up my own ways how I would attack this procedure, different parts, first, second and third. Now what I'm doing, my mind's telling me I want to merge those two light and dark greys a bit more neater and artistically, and the rubber tip on my gloves acts like a brush or a sponge and helps that work very well. There we go. So I'm just coming across. This might look nonsensy at the moment, but once I lay the water on, you're going to know what was in my mind, how to approach this painting. There we go. Not too bad. All right, that'll do. Can dry that now. So, well, my hairdryer doesn't reach that far. Hang on, let's get this up there a bit. And while I'm drying it, I can acknowledge some of you people there. Got me water there. My son finally bought me a bottle of water. That's great. Yeah, I've got to learn to clean my throat when I go live and have all the all that out of you, so as you're not doing that live. What do we got there? Cynthia Snow. Ian, how long have you been an artist? You know so much. So I've been drawing since day dot with graphite and lead pencil there, Cynthia, but I've just started painting 7 years ago. But I suppose the science and the, I don't know, the method of art was within me, but I've just done actual painting for the last 7 years, okay? So I do have I don't know, my mind tells me what needs to go where or how it should look, and either that resonates with some people or it does not. Now I'm just drying this so we don't get no nonsense in the water below. What else we got there? Carla, what time is it over there? It's 8:21 p.m. here in Las Vegas. It's 11:20 a.m. in the morning here, so it's a different timeline that I've used. That'll do, that'll do. How long have we been going for? How long does it... Oh, I've got to look at my screen here. I'll have a look up there. We've been going for 19 minutes. 19 minutes, hey, 19 minutes, that's not bad. Now, I haven't cleaned that brush there because I know I'm going to use it again. I haven't cleaned that blending brush. It's done light blending. Can you see just the whispers of paint on the end? It's just very tainted. Now, the brushes I like to use for blending, I want to show you. Over here, I've never seen these type in the art store. I always see these type. See how scratchy and flat they are? I go to the hardware store and get the house painting brushes. See the broadness on the head? See the difference? That's what blends for me. That's if you want to blend the way I do, okay? I'm not telling you don't ever get these, but if you want to blend the way I do, you need this type of brush to blend, okay? You can control it with the thickness, the weight. It's not too soft and it's not too hard. These can be scratchy. They're good for gessoing up a canvas. What else have we got there? Hello, Mary Smith, Electra. Howdy, you're happy to see boats. I was actually going to do one today, says Electra. Mary Smith, g'day Mary Smith, how are you? Snow Life, hello Snow Life. All right, afternoon, hello, new to your channel, says afternoon, morning. Thank you for joining me, afternoon, morning. Now I've got me paint here, so before I bring you over, I will laden up. I better put some more there first because the pile's running a bit small. Okay, and like I said in the beginning of this video, I've used no retarder in this and I've still been able to blend. All right, so I'm going to do the bottom half of the painting now. Angela Young, since 2012, thank you Angela, she's just answering my question there. What is the time over there? You are a good teacher, thank you very much, Shri this, I think I pronounced that right, hopefully I did. Good day, glad to see you again, says Phyllis Richardson. Thank you for joining me, Phyllis Richardson. All right, so now I'll get you on over here. That's horrible sound, isn't it? It's just that hitting the glass. I've done it in other tutorials, and when I watched it back or editing, I go, God, I hate that sound, and I just thought I'll bring it to your attention. It's a bloody horrible sound, but it's part of the way I've got things set up here. Oh, I'm going to have some lovely rocks in the front of this too. All right, get on over here. So, okay, what have we got there? 62 people. G'day, 62 people. Just remember, this is a super chat, and I encourage you to support my content where you can. Now, we want a straight waterline here. You can dry this off 100%, put some low tacky tape there, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to get this, if I can, without ballsing it up. And I want to get a reasonably straight line all the way across the horizon there like that. Now see what we've got? We've got dark and then light up into the area there. Now I want to just quickly get this craft paint. And, oh, bloody hell, look at that. I've got a big lump in the horizon line now. See, I should have taped it up. She'll be right. We'll just have to go again. Let's see if we can fix that up. The bastard, bloody bastard. You bloody mongrel. There we go. Easy. Now get this, this is going down a bit here. Get it bloody straight in. Right up there like that. Yay. That will do it. Don't muck with it. You muck with it, it's a little bit articulated here. I just want to get that up there. Come on. All right. Now we'll get the flavours of the water in there, all right? Happy mistake, says Carl. Yes, they're all happy. Just popping in to say hi, everyone, says Yamaha. All right, now I want to get the white again, so I'm using that flat brush that I used before. Okay, and I've got titanium white, so I want to get some of this on the brush and put some white over that flow white. What do you want to do that for, Ian? Well, that's pretty much a base. This structured white out of the tube, titanium white's got the body and the grunt. So we're going to get some of this over there now and get that in there like that. Leave it brush strokey. This is an artistic piece. Actually, this, I should have done this on a big canvas. It's going to make for a nice painting. This type would make for a beautiful panoramic canvas. I was just showing everybody Yamaha, the paints you bought me a while back. I've been using some of them still there. Yeah, so thank you very much for that. Angel Jackson sent me those. Okay, now, like I said, I want to put some of the yellow oxide into the water. So we've got the colours. See, I'm looking at that. If anything, it's probably a little bit dark. Let me just see before I finish the water. Let's see, hopefully I don't bugger it up. I've just got some white on here. I want to try and just ooze that back a bit. So I'm going to stamp it on like that. Wipe the brush up there. And let's just scrumble now. I call this scrumbling. It's pretty much dry blending, but I call it scrumbling. This is pretty much putting the white over that now. It's not mixing in with it. If I wetted that paint, it would have mixed in with it. That's a bit better. It's like killed down the tints. It was just too dark, you know. I just noticed that before I started the bottom. So I'm just, see how they dry darker acrylics? Okay. And once again, thank you to Barbara Mendez for giving me this photo to paint. Now I'm going to get some of this into the water now. This is the yellow oxide. And I'll zoom in a bit. There we go, look at that. Now I want it mainly out here. There's a band of it pretty much in the photo all the way along there like that. So now I've stamped it on. I'm just scurrying it where I roughly want it. That's still too dark, but don't worry, I'm going to manipulate that, and I can always add white back over it, and maybe a band of it just about there like that. That can be brushed in. Oh, I'm going to wipe the brush. I'm just wiping it on a paper towel down here because that's a bit too much, and I'll pick up some more white. Kill it down a bit. Yeah, more white, Ian, more white. Too much. And now we'll do the same with this. Let's hope I don't hit that horizon line again. Now we want more white. Now what I'm going to do is wipe that brush, and I want to try and ram that right into that underpainting there. Get it rammed in there. No, not happy with that. So I'm going to get more white and go over it just a little bit to sink it. That's it. Beautiful, Ian. Beautiful. There's me water. I should have masked that up because I could have done a lot better job. That'll do for the water. What is the brand type of brush that I use? This one here is just a round. It's just come from a kit, where are we, that I bought from a art store. It's a flat. So pretty much a flat. I use my big blending brushes there from the hardware store. Now I want to dry this so as I can put everything on top. So we'll dry that. And what do we got there? Do you have silk share? I don't know what that is, Carla. If it's a brand or what, I'm not sure what that is. Now I just want to dry this so as we can put the front layer on top of all of that, okay? So bear with me. It's a bit of a bloody noise, but we'll get there. Now we're going to have a boat here, and I want some rocks there. I'm dying to do me rocks. I don't know what colour. Anthony, you're there. Going on what colour I've got here, just give me a colour, because I want to do some stones down here with some highlights in them. So what colour should I go for? The yellow oxide or just grey? What do you reckon, Anthony? While I get that sorted out, I'll do some more acknowledging here. Happy to scrumble on one of your lives, Ian, says Stamp and Grace. Dark grey. All right, so they're going to be little rocks, you know, in the foreground. So dark grey. I was thinking grey as well. I was either going to use the yellow oxide or grey, but all right, I'll go with the grey there, Anthony. Who else we got there? We've got Pat, Yamaha, Barry Redburn. They're all saying hello to everybody, which is great. I love it when you all get involved with each other there as well. There is Skillshare in Perth, Carla, which is useful to train people and share occupations. Okay, Skillshare. Now, I want to... Hey, Anthony, what brush is the best to do? You know, like you paint light and dark on one side of the brush, light on one side, dark on the... and use the one brush to... I've done it before, but I keep forgetting what brush. Should I use a little round, a little flat, a little what? These are my botheration. I'm still trying to think. All my brushes are on the others. A little filbert. Okay, sir. Okay, we'll get a little filbert. See, I might know everything, or I might know some things, but I don't know everything, hey? And I reckon there's certain people out there, such as Anthony Gray, they've got a lot of intelligence when it comes to art. They know a lot more than the average person, if you know what I mean, all right? So, you know, I know something, but not everything. So that's why I just said, hey, Anthony, what should I? And he's helped me out there, which is bloody hats off to him. Now, I'm just looking over here. I better move thus one's camera so you can just see what... You don't want to just hear a voice all the time and... No, oh, get around there, you dog. There we go. There we go. This is behind the monitor. So now I'm looking for a... We've got one filbert there. That one's all munted up. A little filbert, yeah. I used to have a filbert. I've got a big one, but I don't have a smaller one. I thought I had a small white one somewhere. Golly gee. All right, back over here. Okay. Now, I've got a better filbert than that one. That one's not. That's a flat. I've got that big filbert, but I had a white. That's it there. That's it there. How big can? Yep, that'll do it. That'll do it. Fix Mike. You knocked it loose. Okay. There we go. Hopefully, yeah. The lead gets caught on the... Is that better, Anthony? Your mic has gone off, Barry Redburn. Is that better? Can someone tell me if the microphone is better? Better. Yeah, thank you very much. Okay, so we got grey on one side. I'm going to bring you over here in a minute. I'm just getting things sorted first so I know what to do. And I want to have a look and see how long we've been going live for. Yeah, you've got to watch this cable. It gets caught on the little trolley wheels there. What have we been going for? 34 minutes. Okay, so I'm going to bring you over here. And as I do that, get this bloody cable out the way. All right. Now I've got me grey and me white, and I've got a filbert brush. I feel it could have been a bit bigger than this. That's all I've got. I've only got this one and that one, and that's too big for what I want to use for the rocks I want to do. So I want to get I'm going to use this side of the filbert brush. The filbert brush has two sides, okay? I'm going to use this side. So when I put the rocks on, I'll have dark and light, okay? So my dark is on one side of the brush and my white is on the other side of the brush. So there we go, we've got it loaded up. I'll do a test run. Imagine if I didn't move the... Now the white will be at the top. So I'll do a test run first. Beautiful, beauty nuke. So I'll go out here, get something out there. This is just something artistic. I love doing these. Load her up again the same way. The same way. Get some little ones out there. And scallop them in. I'll get any old way. Oh, I've got to have to wipe that brush. It's looking stupid now. Wipe the brush. I'll load it up again, white and grey, and get some distinct ones here. I just want them sort of hovering in this corner here. Yeah, golly. Get some more light on there because I'm buggering them up a bit. The first couple worked great. The last lot just looked like snot, so I'm just going to try and artistically fix them up. Just make them look like some rocks out there. All right, that'll do for now, because I've got to get the, what do you call it? The boat in there, and we've got that beautiful phthalo blue for the boat. Okay, so I'll wash that. And I want to use a little flat, I find a little flat great for getting shapes in. So I'll quickly get this boat in, because this video is going to slip away from us before we know it. Okay, so I'll dampen the brush a bit too. And I'm just going to map in the boat with this phthalo blue. Now that's very opaque, so I might have to put a white base on first. So let's zoom in where the boat's going to be. I'm just going to copy the boat. Yeah, I know, Anthony, that I've only got a tiny one or a big one, Phil, but now I just want to see the horizon line is your eye level. So you wouldn't want a boat down here, because if someone's sitting on it, their eye level ain't going to match to their horizon line there, okay? And if you look at the photo over there, you imagine you're standing on that boat. The height of a human, their eye level is that level to the horizon there, okay? Where if this boat was down here at that size, it would be out of perspective. For that boat to be down here, it has to be bigger, which means it's closer, which means by the time the person's standing up, their eye level is still at the horizon. I'll zoom this back out. Where are we? Now let's try and get... Now remember, I've zoomed in. Now I just want to get... All right, so we'll get a bit of a boat. We'll get the length of it done first. So all the way to about there. I need it a little bit more wet. I just want to quickly get this boat in, because when you go live, sometimes the time just flies. I'm going a little bit under horizon there. This flat brush is no good. It's a very expensive one too, and it's all flared up at the end. Now we want to get the boat in the water there like that. Round bum on it. Or what do they call it? The stern. The bow, the stern. I'm not very nautical minded. I will detail this boat later on for the photo's sake. And But for the live sake, I'm just going to map it in as best as I can. So I'm using that little filbert now because I can find it's a bit more accurate there. Okay, let's get that bottom done. This is probably the boring bit. I'll get the bottom straight. There we go. And now we'll put some bits and pieces up the top to make it look busy the way they've got it. So it's pretty much, I'm not going to go exactly the way they've got it. I'm just using that as a reference really. You can pretty much use any boat for here. I'm just using this one that's in the actual photo. Because then this blue needs to be dry and the black needs to be added to create the depth within this beautiful blue boat. Now I'm going to wash that brush, quickly grab some black and ease in some shadows under there. So it might mix with the blue a bit, which I'm fine about. Just underneath the boat there like that. Get some more black. Give some shadow out there. Shadow in the blue. Now we've got some blacks in here somewhere. But like I said, I'm going to detail this boat off camera later on for the photo's sake. But for the live sake, I'm just getting this done. Now there's a couple of masts on the boat. So before we put them in, there's going to be one about here. Quite a tall one. And another one pretty much at the back here, from about here and down to about there. So now I want to, I'm zoomed in a bit, you can't see the tops of where I've done that. There we go. I want to get a reasonable straight line. The water has ripples, so it's creating it's distorted the reflection. It's the way it is in the photo, and the way it comes closer, they're more further apart. But this is less is better. See, they went a bit too thick there. These are just going to be the reflections of the mask. That's a shorter one. That's it. Now I want to put our mask in. So this paint needs to be a little bit on the damp side. And I might use a round or this one. We'll see how we go. Just to quickly get this mask in. Because I hate it when you see there it's breaking up. There, my friend, keep it straight with the reflection. This one here, I wasn't even watching where the reflection is, so we got it there. That's all right, there's a lot of busy stuff down the bottom of it anyway. I've got a, here we go, this one will do. I've got a round brush there, a small liner brush. I'll pick up some of that because I'm going to need it. Hello Heather, Heather Sincel. This should work better. Beauty new, I'll twist it towards the end there. And the same on this one. Now I want to try and get some thin lines, so I'm pretty much making up all the black areas within the photo. So there's all sorts of business like this. There's some stuff up here like this. You're just copying it and adding the elements into your painting. It's quite fun, and there's a bit of a folded up sail here, just like that. What else have we got? I'm just trying to find all the thick bits first, which is another one here. And then I'll add all the ropes and strings and stuff. But it's just pretty much a silhouette. So when you squint your eyes, you pretty much know what sort of boat it is. And we've got some business all the way out here as well. It's obviously some kind of fishing boat. And now we want to put beautiful thin lines in. Too fat. So what I'm going to do is grab me knife. Now the knife will be, no, I'll use this. The knife will be too, what do you call it, long. So I'm going to use a script liner now, and I'll try and get one from here to there. That'll do. That's pretty much as thin as I'll get it with this knife. And then we have some scurrying down here. We've got some, all sorts. I'm putting the main ones in. There's one off there. And there's some coming up here. So from there, try and keep them taut and straight if you can, if you're doing these. I'm going to have to move the camera so I can get on the other side. That's better, because I want to get one from there to here. And there is just a lot of little pieces within here. Where are we? Okay, I'll get the camera on the other side now. Which is me painting? There it is. I'll quickly zoom out. What have we going? 47 minutes, that's not too bad. I like to keep the lives about an hour if I can help it. We'll get a bit of a bird in there, eh? That bird. Breathe in, yeah, I'm forgetting to breathe, aren't I? Heather Sinsel. Already seen so many paintings, things I need to add or change on my sailboat. Now we're going to do a little bird, so I'll just do the bird there because it's what was in her photo, and it's her photo that I'm painting. So we'll put some sort of bird scooting across the water there. So we'll zoom in. 55 people watching. G'day 55 people. So we'll give this bird a bit of a, oh that's too, let's see how I go. I'll just freehand him. So he's pretty much, the belly of the bird is horizontal with the water, with the horizon. Okay, so we'll give him a body. It looks like a fish shape. And then we'll give him another one the other way. See, a smaller one the other way. Capiche? Okay. And then we'll give him his wing. This wing in front of us is solid in colour, and the other one will have some kind of gradient shading in it. It's just the way it is in the painting there, in the photo. So yeah, we'll Just, and you can always get white and highlight it if you feel it hasn't worked the way you want. I'm just winging this now, but I probably can do some detailing later. Is that looking like a bird? Yeah, where are we? Yeah, I might get some grey in there. Just wipe the brush. I'm just picking up some grey. Spill some grey into that wet black paint. Come on. There we go. A little bit of a bird. And he does have the slightest scattered shadow within the water as well. So the distance between the bird and the shadow is virtually how high he's flying above the water. And within the photo, it's pretty much a shadow like this. So I'll do the same within this painting. Okay, because less is more. And I feel this is resembling a lot of less is more. That's just how I feel. Now we'll zoom out so we get an idea what's happening here. There we go. I've got that same brush. Just watch what a bit of white mixed with our blue now does, just to create some type of detail out here on the boat. Where are we? Yeah, there's a lot of darks in that there. See, there's a lot more ropes and that I'd like to put on here, but I'm just going to autograph this now. So I'll grab, let's say, the skin colour. Where are we? And then I will acknowledge some more of you. Chris Haley. Hello, Chris Haley. Now, if you're watching the replay of this live show, there's links in the description below. Check them out. I've got over 270 videos in my YouTube channel. So many different subjects and ideas and helpful hints. So check the video link out there under the videos. There's one for my art group page. You can join there and become a member and post your art there and join the happy family we got going there. And we'll put Steve's little paw print there as well. So the painting's pretty much finished. Who we got there? Still bloody dry up here too. Gary, that bird is the difference between tour painting being sold or sitting around, believe it or not. There you go, adding little features like that. What makes or breaks a sale for a painting, says Anthony Gray. Yeah, it does. I'm not one for putting birds in my paintings, but I have started to lately. I will come back a bit. Come back over here. Where are we? See, I haven't gone to the sink much in this one and been cleaning up. That's because I didn't use any retarder. Oh, I went to a lot of trouble during the week to make a frame for this as well. So while you're still over here, and then I'll acknowledge some of you, let's whack a frame on it. Hang on, get this camera turned around. So we'll whack a frame on that and you'll see the difference as well, what a frame does to your painting. So I've made a little frame now. Oh, you know what? I haven't put the canvas in the right angle, but anyway, I'll just hold it there. Where are we? Look at that. That's not too shabby, eh? Just a beautiful boat scene in some sort of the elements way it is. But I'm going to detail this boat later and probably fix up my rocks. But you can see the difference a frame does. All right. Now, I'll just get you back so I can acknowledge some of you, because that's what live's all about, acknowledging you as well. So I'll zoom that back, get up here. I use my Vegemite jar up there as a reference to where to put the top of the camera. I've got all these little things going on in my head there. Right, I'll put these brushes away. Who have we got there? Angela Young, whack a frame on it. Yep, done that, Angela. Love your signature, says Sharon Russell. That's something you as an artist can always think about, is design a signature, because sometimes a signature, a beautiful looking signature, helps a painting as well. There's times I'm happy with my signature, and there's times I think it just looks like a bunch of crap on there. But take some time to develop an autograph for your paintings as well. It's something you could think about. All right. Great painting, says Alina. Thank you very much, Alina Ali. Inky art, finished already. He's fast. Okay. Great live. Thank you to join the live. Take care, everybody. Angela Young's going now. I'm just using this end bit to acknowledge you people there. Chris Haley, love it. Thank you. We've got Joellen Glenn, and Barry Redburn. Looks great, Ian. Thanks, Barry. Yeah, like I said, it was, who was this person that gave me this photo again? I'm bad with names. Barbara Mendez, thank you very much. You remember you sent me this picture a week or so ago? Well, I've just done a quick little live painting of it, and I'll just finish detailing this boat. I'll take a photo of it and I'll put it on my Facebook group page, and on my Facebook page as well, okay? So what else is there? Deborah, hello from Riverside, California. Ian, your tutorials are always great to watch. You're an amazing painter. Thank you very much, Deborah. Wonderful tutorial, says Anthony Gray. Thank you very much, Anthony. Bert Nerney, Anthony. Remember Bert Nerney, eh? Yeah, remember that? Thanks so much, says Robin Beck. Interesting to see some new names here as well. Marilyn Lynch, I can't wait to get my painting from you. So excited. That's right, Marilyn, you've got one in the mail on the way. I can't remember which one it was. But yeah, and there's another one that went out to Angel Jackson as well. There's a link in the description below. If you're watching the replay here, it'll show you what paintings of mine are available for sale. And $69 gets them to your door, whatever country you're in, any part of the world, okay? Afternoon, morning, says thank you very much. All right. Oh, you know what I've gone and done? Bloody hell. How long have I been painting for and I've neglected me coffee? I bet you it's cold. Oh, it's bearable. That's annoying. I hate that. That's, keep an eye on your coffee. I'll just quickly show you while I'm here. I've got a glass palette. I've got a silicone scraper, and I've got this bin down here. As you can see, all the paint. Now I know I'm finished for now. I'll put some more paints on another palette later. I just scrape this flat, get all the bulk off here. Okay, get it off there, just like that. I'm not worried about cleaning it with this. And because that's a thinner layer of paint now, that'll dry. And I come with my squirty bottle, wet it and use a blade scraper. And it just peels off like plastic. I use one of these things here. It's got a razor blade in it. And that's clean, ready for the next session. That's just something I do. And this is a silicone scraper for rubbing silicone and scraping things like that. But I knew it'll come in handy one day when I grabbed it. How often do you dip your brush in it? Kate Russell, what brand is Ian using for acrylics? I mainly use Atelier paints. I love this brand, that's my favourite brand. Okay. And how often do you dip your brush in it? The coffee. Oh, the coffee. I've never dipped my brush in the coffee as of yet. I I have ashed me cigarettes in me coffee, and I do not like that. That's a... Thank you, Kate. Thank you. Okay, you're welcome. What else is there? All right, so I'm going to get going now. Thank you for watching my video. If you like what I'm doing, you tell your friends. But if I've upset you in any way and you don't like what I'm doing, you tell everybody, all right? All the best, goodbye, good luck, and good on you. Now I've got to go behind the video and turn it off. Okay, and it's Uru from the Guru.